The obstacles that these people overcome daily never even cross your mind. Can you think about that for a second? The obstacles these people overcome daily, those obstacles never ever cross your mind in your entire life.
مثل الجفن والعين كنا أنا وأنتي سألله أيام زمان يا ريت ما بعدتي مثل الجفن والعين كنا أنا وأنتي سألله أيام زمان يا ريت ما بعدتي لعيونك انت الأمان لقلبك انت الحنان لعيونك انت الأمان لقلبك انت الحنان معك نسيت الزمان كل الأمل كنتي معك نسيت الزمان كل الأمل كنتي.
Yo, what is up, everyone? And today we got a very, very special video, exclusive access. Cameras, I'm not gonna say cameras have never been here before, but on two wheels, and the content I'm giving you right now, very rare on YouTube to see. Gebel Ba'dan. So we are on the mountain of Ba'dan, which is the mountain that hovers over the city of Ib, and where most of the people that come from most people that migrated and made the city of Ib what it is today came from this mountain and the surrounding villages that are here. So behind me, we are two up in it today. Behind me is Idris, my cousin, as you all know. It's been in part of a lot of my videos actually, and you guys will recognize him, of course. He has a couple chickens, dead of course, just slaughtered, and he's gonna be pissed. I won't tell him that I'm telling you guys this, but like basically a laptop bag full of money, and what else do we have? And some fruits and vegetables and stuff. So basically it is around 8-ish, 9-ish in the morning, and we are going to his house, which is my uncle's house in the village. And it's gonna be epic because what Idris has and what Idris has been practicing on, him and his brothers, they've been practicing, and his father and my uncle, they've been practicing on a Yamaha RX 100. It is ghetto rigged, from what they were telling me, as their fuel tank is basically a water bottle, which I'm actually really excited, and it's gonna be hilarious because they've been practicing on this beat up motorcycle this whole time because they don't know, most of them actually don't know how to ride a bicycle at first. So when it's time for them to learn a motorcycle, they just go with it, man. I mean, people that live in sophisticated countries and have taken the motorcycle class like me know that that's a very dangerous thing to do, to hop on a motorcycle, learn how to ride a motorcycle without even knowing how to ride a bicycle. And it's just like, what? Look, you don't even know how to freaking balance the bike, let alone operate the motorcycle's like clutch and brakes and all that, and gas. And I think it's just so hilarious because they've been practicing on this motorcycle this whole time. And when he told me it's a Yamaha RX 100, I said, what? I said, are you kidding me? Yamaha RX 100? Them things are classics. Them things are hard to get by nowadays. And bike enthusiasts all around the world want a piece of that bike, man, because they stopped making them in 1996. They made them specifically for India and Japan, if I'm not mistaken, but a lot of them got imported here into the Middle East, such as Yemen. So, okay, this is going to be a very interesting journey. I didn't record on the way up the hill because I just thought I've already done lots of videos going up like the mountain of Ba'dan, but I didn't record like the second half, this is basically the second half. I skipped the checkpoint, I skipped a lot of things, only because I wanted to save battery as well, so that when we get to the village and we get to my uncle's house, you'll see how isolated and the type of living that standard that he lives in, which it's amazing, you know. It's basically literally on top of a mountain. There's only like one mosque, surrounding houses. A lot of the houses are separated by quite a few distance, and it's going to be an interesting sight, and I gotta watch for things like these. A lot of the road isn't fixed, and I'm on a 175cc motorcycle with a Idris on behind me, a bag full of money, and some chickens, cars, and motorcycles zooming by me. So this is my very first time riding a motorcycle on this road. I've come up to the village plenty of times. I know the directions. I know where to go. It's just that, riding a motorcycle in this type of environment is extremely, extremely difficult because I'm constantly dodging potholes and whatnot. But look at the view. Look at to my right here. Look at the birds hovering, guys. Such an amazing. I'm just following this motorcycle, so wherever he's going. Look at that amazing. That is amazing. I am so blessed and so fortunate to experience Yemen on two wheels. Just experience another foreign land on two wheels. Look at the birds hovering above us. Such an amazing, epic atmosphere, guys. I mean, I wish you guys were here. It's so amazing. And there's dust all in my eyes. I'll try my best this whole time to keep my visor. Keep my visor up for the sake of the audio. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing lots of epic views, and it is just to give you guys a time frame. I've been here for about a month and 10 days, I want to say, and this journey has definitely been lots of fun. And me and Idris have been planning this trip for a really long time. It's about a 45-minute ride. Let's say half hour, just to be safe. Half-hour ride from Ib to his village. My village too, because the same village and the same house Idris lives in is the same village that my parents grew up in. You guys will be able to see where my parents actually lived as shepherds for most of their lives until they actually migrated to America in the 1970s. I just think it's an amazing sight to see, and definitely a good reminder, a good recall for me, because it's awesome to know where you came from, basically. I mean, my whole life, I've born and raised in America, and my whole life it's been easy. To see where my parents come from is very humbling, and it makes me appreciate and love my parents a lot more, because I know the type of upbringing that they were involved in. I'm not saying they were the poorest of poorest people. No, I'm just saying that it was just very different, because my father always tells me stories that even though we grew up in the village, even my mother says the same. Even though they grew up in the village, they weren't like basically piss poor. They had obviously experience along with my grandfathers. How can I say this? In order to survive and to harvest and get ready for the next year and all that good stuff. So. But at the same time, obviously, they didn't have a lot of things that I had growing up. Oh, this is a bump. Afon Idris. That was a bump. I gotta stop moto vlogging and focus on the road. But at the same time, I feel guilty being quiet. مو رأيك? Okay. He said, should we go up Hassan Hab, this mountain? This is the biggest mountain here in this Ib. And if you can recall to my Yemen motor vlogger montage, that's where I did a lot of the pan shots. And I come up here actually with a car with a close friend of mine, and it's this right here. It's going to be a nice little uphill. I can't go all the way to the top of the hill because there's no road. Like this road only leads up to part of the hill, part of the mountain, and then the rest of the mountain you gotta climb up that darn thing. With your legs. But I'm thinking back to last year, and had we had like dual sports or dirt bikes or whatever, I think we were able to make it all the way to the top with bikes. but it's very very tough. You'd have to be very very experienced rider or whatever. Yeah, so we're gonna come here and show you guys this whole series of the village or whatever. It's gonna be more than a probably I want to say 3 or 2 part series. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my future self will do. But look at the view. Look at the valleys. Look where people live. It's just an amazing, amazing vista, guys. To think that people, live here and no way I'm going up this thing in second and third gear. I mean, yeah, you guys might hear lots of high revs and bike might be moving really slow. It's because we're too up in it, and I don't want to. How can I say this? I don't want the bike to rev really, really high in first. Like I'm going up this hill slowly in second and messing with the friction zone, but I don't want to rock it like hardcore with first. Actually, I could to build more speed, shouldn't I? All right, let's go to first and see what's up. There's like cow. There's like cows like crap on the ground. It's hilarious. Yeah, look at that view, guys. Look at that. It's just an amazing, amazing vista. Amazing. And Didis actually is the one that decided to come up this hill. I didn't really care because I've already been up this mountain before, and I've done the shots that I wanted to do 10 months ago, a year ago, and I don't really care for this mountain too much. Don't get me wrong, it's epic. Like it's epic, 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 epic. But I've been here already, and I've already got the shots before. It's something you guys have already seen. But at the time, it was I had only around 1,500 subs or whatever. But a lot of the new subscribers. It's good for you guys because you guys haven't seen this part of Yemen. Basically, this mountain is one of the tallest mountains in the surrounding area here in Ib district, and that's it right there, all of it, and you can literally see it forever because it is the highest of the highest. It is so epic, and man, you can see like mountains and the mountains and the mountains in the distance, and the like clouds hovering over mountains. Such a like words cannot describe. I sound like a complete idiot trying to explain to you guys what it's like, but you guys will get a taste of it here coming up closely. I don't know when we'll stop. I'm waiting on Idris's call, but we're gonna stop basically where the road ends or wherever Idris tells me to stop, and then you guys will be able to see you guys will be able to see an epic vista coming up here. By the way, it's a Friday morning, and Friday is a day off here in Yemen, and people usually sleep in, chill, eat breakfast with the fam, and then go to the mosque for the Friday prayer, Friday sermon, and then Friday is mostly for a lot of people a day off. The majority of the country is a day off, but you still see shops open after the mid-afternoon prayer for people, because if you think about it, it's a very, very, how can I say, very poor country, and people can't afford to sometimes take a whole day off. So a lot of stores and shops will still open after the mid-afternoon prayer on Fridays. Wow, yeah. So the memories, look at that. See, you guys can see a lot of it too. Look at that view, guys. Such an amazing, just to see the mountains in the distance and the ruggedness of Yemen. It's no mercy, man. These mountains, it's epic. Epic stuff, guys. And basically, this is this is where the road ends, guys, for cars and bikes and lots of. Oh, Afwan ya Idris. You okay, Habibi? You okay? The bike just turned off here because let me just pause the bike here. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this view? Look at that. Let me close my fuel. Look, see, this is where the cars stopped. And last year, when I went up there to do my motovlogger montage shots, my friend and I, my close friend, my cameraman, we parked his taxi right here because cars and bikes, unless you have like a dirt bike or whatever, like a dual sport, you can go up it. But I have a standard motorcycle, I can't. We parked his car right here, and we came back, and his window was broken. Someone stole his iPhone right out of his phone. It was our mistake. Very dumb idea for us to leave the phone. How can I say? In view. So people walking by, they see the phone. Crap, no one was going to let that pass. So they basically took a rock and cracked the window and took his iPhone, and that was that. Um, Same day, went down, fixed the window for like 20 bucks. But should I mention this? Actually, I don't want to show mercy towards the actual person who stole, but I think it's a good thing to tell you guys. So you know how passenger or car passenger or driver door, there's the window. It's a whole one whole piece, right? And then you go. It's a four-door Toyota Corolla, I believe. And then you go to the rear doors. There's two windows, right? But in the corner of each window, it's like two pieces of glass. So it's like one a piece, and then there's like a little triangular piece right here. And the person that went to go steal the things, he didn't break the windshield. He didn't break the major piece of glass. He broke the small little triangle. He broke that. So that just shows you. Actually, now that I think about it, that'd be a smarter idea because the smaller the glass to break, the less of a hassle for him. So never mind. Okay, but yeah, look at this view. Look at this view. Yeah. هذا البيت صح؟ هذا البيت. That's his house, guys. I don't know if we can pick it up. وين احنا ذا الحين مالي ركز. هنا. Yeah, I know. خلينا نشوف المسجد من هنا. I don't know if you just can pick it up, guys. I'll try to turn my head and try to align my arm with the camera, but it's basically the house is right there. So what we're gonna do in the next video, whatever, because I don't have enough battery. But we're gonna drive that down, come back around, and go to the village. That's where Adis lives, actually. And Adis actually is an architectural. Architectural. Does that even make sense? He is a architecture engineering student. Yeah, at one of the colleges in the main city, and he lives there, but he lives in the dorms in the city, and every now and then, once a month or once or however many weeks, he'll go up and see his family, eat, chill, and then come back down for school, whatever. But look at this epic view. You guys think this is something? This is nothing. I'll maybe, if I'm lazy or I don't know how good of a mood I am when I'm watching this video, I'll put an annotation right here on the bottom right hand side of the screen to show you guys the view up top there, the video I did 10 months ago. It's epic, epic. أيوة من هناك. He's saying over there it's Gibal al-Minar. That's what that mountain is called over there in that area. But yeah, so this is the village, guys. Every little small mountaintop, is their own little crew and the last name of most of the people here. Some people have the same last name. And a lot of them are distant relatives, distant cousins. A lot of them are from the same family tree, and it's just an amazing, epic view. I'm glad that I got to come up here and visit the villages for you guys. And this area that you're looking at right now, this is where my parents grew up in, guys. This is where my parents came from. And to think that, in the 60s and the 70s, my parents were here, uh, you know, they were shepherds and with their sheep and their cows and living life here before they actually went to America. It's a fascinating thing to ponder about, honestly. And it humbles you, and it just like a constant reminder that look, I'm from America. I have everything I've ever wanted in America, and to come here and to think my parents grew up here. That's a pretty cool thing to think about. And just for you guys, watching this video, be grateful where you're from, and be grateful where you grew up in, because a lot of you guys watching this video grew up in a very sophisticated city, infrastructure, country, state, whatever it may be, and never had, whenever in your never the obstacles that these people overcome daily never even cross your mind. Can you think about that for a second? The obstacles these people overcome daily, those obstacles never ever cross your mind in your entire life. Think about that for a second, and I'll give you a perfect example. These guys don't have electricity constantly. When you wake up in the morning and you're about to start off your day, and you walk into your bathroom, or you walk into your bedroom, and you're about to go to sleep, or in the morning when you wake up, and it's time for you to start off your day. When you go flip that light switch to give you to flip that light on, do you ever think to yourself, I wonder if the electricity is going to be on today? No, never. Never. You just flip that light switch without even thinking. It's become second nature to you. It's like muscle memory. That doesn't make any sense, but you get the idea in terms of how your brain operates and thinks. You don't think that the chance that the light might not turn off. You just know it's gonna turn off. You don't think about it. Same goes when you go and turn your faucet to hot water. Hot water comes out directly. You don't even think about it. You don't wake up in the morning thinking, I wonder if I'm gonna have hot water and electricity today. You don't wake up thinking, oh man, I wish it's gonna rain today because I need my crops to grow. You don't think about that stuff. You go to freaking Walmart, you go to freaking Acme, ShopRite, you go to freaking Costco, you go to BJ's, you go to Sam's Club, you go to anywhere. I'm naming a bunch of random American stores, but you get my gist of it. You go and you just go to the supermarket and you buy it. 24-hour supermarket, 24-hour convenience store. You just go and you get whatever you want any time of the day. It's always there. These people here, no, their lives don't operate like that. These people have to live and overcome the obstacles of trying to harvest for the next year and prepare themselves for the next year and grow their crops and sell their crops and make sure they have enough money and water supply. These guys aren't connected to the main water line. All of the water supply here comes from the rain, or they have to travel to one of the main roads here, walk a little few miles to a well and buy water, or they can go and travel. Didis tells me that his sisters travel to a distant mountain towards that way to the natural springs and get money that way. Fill it up, fill up your bottles or whatever, put it on top of your donkey, and walk back home daily. Well, almost every day. And in the dry season, they have to do that a lot. And there are a lot of things that used to upset me about Yemen. I'm like, oh, why is this like this? Why is it like that? Why are you guys this way? Why are you this way? Well, look, guys. I mean, this is how it is. They don't. You think these people have a choice? Honestly, even I start to ponder about myself. If I were in these living conditions, I will slowly convert and emerge into a person that I was not. In America, I would become one of them, and in my not in my mannerisms, my personality, but just the way I live, I would become like them because I want to have a choice. So thanks guys for watching. I thought I'd come up here and school you guys, give you guys a nice little speech, a little motivational speech. I'm horrible at it. I'm getting good at it, but I found that when I'm off the bike and I'm on a constant standstill, I'm just you know not focusing on other things like trying to drive and dodge potholes. When I'm like this, I find myself easier to talk. I stutter less, and words come to my mind easier. So I know a lot of motovloggers out there, man, just straight up gangster with it, man. Just freaking talking and riding at the same time, and words flow out their mouths so easily, and they don't stutter, and you're like, dang, like it makes the video much more pleasurable, much more easier to watch. But for me, I feel like when I rewatch my videos and I'm riding here in Yemen, I'm like, dang, that's horrible. Dang, should I upload that? Dang. But at the end of the day, that's my ish. نمشي يلا. This is like, let's go. All right, guys. So we got two هذا كم لتر. This is about I think 1.5 or 2 liter bottle of gasoline because of the the Yamaha RX 100 that they've been practicing on beat up. It's gonna be so hilarious when you guys see this thing. It's gonna be hilarious. Litronos. So a liter and a half. It is. But خليني أتساوى. The bike's having a hard time to start. I think we should turn the idle up. turn the idle up real quick. خليني ارفع هذا. He just got on and like the weight just forced it.